All right, just concluded Weimar, the fight for democracy. Weimar. I should probably say Weimar. That's how you would say it in German, right? So this is the new Matthias Kramer game that is essentially a four-player asymmetric. People have called it a Euro, but I definitely don't think it's a Euro. I would definitely say it's a card-driven game that has coin or root-like elements to it, where you're fighting for control over these cities in Germany using your political party bases, and then political party bases and military units and effects on those spaces and whatnot. And then you've got like this whole Churchill-style sub-game bolted onto the side where you've got these different political issues that you're trying to win for your faction at the end of the turn to enact their effects. What's interesting, actually, is that if you have an effect that straddles two party sides, if both parties don't agree on how that effect resolves, it doesn't resolve. So there's some bit of like political compromise that happens there, which I think is cool. And essentially, it is a simulation of the political fighting in Germany between the two world wars. And there's just a lot of interesting mechanics. You can see some of the cards here. This one is, so, you play for ops or you play for event. There's heavy symbology in it, then that was a little tough to get going. But I think once you get through like a turn, 2 turns, then you really have a sense of like what all the symbols mean. And there's collective lose conditions as well. So the country can actually collapse if this track fills up or if the Nazis take power down here and everyone loses. So you're straddling this really fine line of everyone at the table is trying to pursue their own victory conditions while at the same time keeping the game going so they can actually win. And we just had a communist victory, actually. The communist player managed to put down 4 of their communist councils, and they auto won. We made it to turn 5, so that's pretty good. There was a game happening on the table next to us over there. They ended on turn 3, also with a communist victory. And it's pretty cutthroat. And so I think if you like any, like a CDG, or you like sort of asymmetric political games, or even if you like Root and want something that's like deeper than Root, this would probably scratch a lot of those itches. I'm a big fan of Matthias Kramer as a designer. He's done so many games that are like so compelling for some reason, and this one is also really oddly compelling. And even though there's not any really surprise or foreign mechanics here, it's all stuff that like you would have seen if you play war games a lot. It's just really implemented in a really solid, straight way. So yeah, I don't know, did everyone have fun? Everyone liked it?
Oh yeah. It was great fun.
Yeah.
My only disappointment is I didn't get to play the Volkart R1 rocket car.
A lot of great German history in this game. A lot of great German history. So yeah, I can't wait to play it again. I think this will be like a pretty staple convention game for me, at least for a little while, for sure. Okay, it's 1 a.m. And boy, it's been a marathon today. We started at 9:30, played a game of Weimar. We just finished, we called it. We had one more turn to play in Tanto Monta, but we called it here. France was out to a commanding lead. They had a huge turn. As you know, France is now most of Central Europe and Southern Europe, basically. I was Spain. I launched an attack on Granada, and it was repulsed violently. Almost consolidated the peninsula. I did grab Navarre on the final turn there. The Muslims and the Portuguese, watching them fight back and forth over the North African coast and the Mediterranean was the most entertaining thing I think I've ever seen. Just absolute swings of luck. We've gotten every tree that the Muslims own has been cut down to make ships. They lost so many. And Portuguese basically own... Oh, yeah, and I have a leader captured by the Muslims. I forgot about that. The Grand Capitan lost in his assault on Granada. Thank you. And then, the Portuguese basically conquered. They explored and colonized most of the Indian Ocean and East Asia and so many other places. They were raking in the treasure, the resources every turn. And now I have played over 2 games, 6 of the 7 turns of Tanto Monta. So I feel like I know it pretty well now, but I would like to get a completion in one of these days. That said, I still enjoy it, and I actually enjoyed playing another faction this game, because it allowed me to see kind of the challenges and opportunities for Spain in particular, who have so much to do and have insane card draw. And I had never seen in turn 5 Isabella die, which she did in this game, and that sort of... France and Spain are kind of on a seesaw where one gets more powerful as the other one gets less powerful. So that, I think, makes the late game kind of interesting, and I think it's worth playing through to the late game in this game to see how that changes. But I'm now going to go to bed, and thanks for watching. Okay, I haven't done a single walk around today because I have been in a room for 13 or 14 hours playing 2 games, 2 long games, and it looks like the final stragglers after 1 in the morning, closing out the room. That's hardcore.
It is hardcore.
And the swap meet will be here till tomorrow. I thought maybe I could do one more walk around before the... Is there anyone left in there?
No, we're done.
You're done. Everyone's gone. Well, there you go. That's what happens. I was in the basement all day playing Weimar and Tanto Monta, and didn't get a chance to even like check out the tables today. But there's one more day, and I'll be back.